game there. I got a good recording of it. There's no guarantee I'm Padres there 3-1. I'll wait a minute or so. Hey, we got one person tuning in here, so hey, I guess we got. I'll post that stuff later here. We're here up on Clark. There was a nail biter there. We watched it at the end there from the Jumbotron. And Padres on. The Cubs win here. So here, I'm just going to head down Clark Street. See if the comments come in here. But hopefully if my body, it'll Street, and we'll head back towards Lincoln Park here. Hey Ernie, how you doing there? Yeah, Cubs win there. Thanks Ernie. Thanks for the recording. I'll post it. Are you up here? I think Steve Lyon was already streaming up here, but I think he was probably inside the game. I was just walking around the outside. I rode a bike up here after work. Thanks for tuning in. 3-1. Yeah, thanks. There, we'll see the, here comes the Brown Lines heading. Streaming lately. I'm glad you're doing it there. That's good stuff. That must have been Tuesday. Tuesday I didn't go to work. I didn't go downtown. South of Clark. Going towards Belmont here. Yeah, there are people sitting at the bar here. There's Milwaukee Brewers. They'll probably start Milwaukee. Milwaukee has a better record. There's Penny's Noodle Shop. People often ask about Penny's Noodle Shop. It's underneath the Brown Line elevated. Now we kind of left Wrigley Field. Yeah, the Milwaukee Brewers will be pretty tough. They have a much better record. Well, not a much better, a better record than the Cubs. The Cubs did play them good. I remember they had a 5-game series against them about a month ago, and the Cubs took 3 out of 5. The Brewers won 2, the Cubs won 3. So they're pretty evenly matched. I expect it to go to Game 7. They'll have a full. Do they have 5 or 7? They should have 7, or do they only do 5? Best of 5 instead of best of 3. I know the World Series is best of 7, but yeah, it should be a good series there against Milwaukee. Yeah, go Cubs. Michael Rodriguez, Tara, thanks for coming back. Yeah, I kept trying to join in when I lost the other live, I kept trying to re-get the stream. But I had to start a new one, so I know people were probably waiting for me to come back on that one. Thanks for switching over there. Sorry I had to start a new stream there. I was able to record. We got some good, interesting footage. I'll try to whittle it down to a rerun there for TikTok and YouTube after we walk past the marquee with the Cubs win. I know I wasn't streaming then because I lost my connection with the crowds, but we streamed as long as we could. There we go. Hey. Yeah, people are singing. Yeah. Hey, we're down by Sheffield's. Got the blue lights across. Yeah, they'll leave them up for the whole postseason here. Hey, look at the moon. When you get caught between the moon and Sheffield Street. We'll sing the Chris Christopherson song. Yeah, it's a big line to get into Sheffield's here. Wow, look at that nice, I like those lights there, look at that. Yeah, they're playing the disco music. Yeah, Sheffield's. Yeah, Sheffield's is packed. Yeah, there's Sheffield's here. Yeah, the outdoor patio. Yeah, Sheffield's looking at you. Right there. Yeah. Celebrate the Cubs win there. Sheffield's Thursday night. Oh, we'll go by Trader Todd's here, see if they're doing karaoke. Maybe there'll be somebody in the window. Yeah, go Cubs. So, hey, Tara, Russell, Daniel, how you doing there? Yeah, go Cubs, go. Hey, we got 48 people to come back. Yeah, sorry, I lost my connection there. We'll head past and celebrate the Cubs win 3-1 over the Padres. It was a close match. Padres could have won it at the end. And that whole stadium or field gasped. I did too. I saw it looked like a home run ball coming off of that bat, but it was a pop fly. And you never can tell until that outfielder starts to react. And he stood still, and it was coming right towards him, and everybody was like, yeah. Hey, there's the skeletons. Hey, look at that. Yeah. Here, Trader Todd's that come in for the karaoke. Yeah, Trader Todd's.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, man? Nice to see you. Yeah, nice to see you. That's good. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I'm switching to YouTube. You showed me the place before. We'll go past the Oditari, am I saying that right? Yeah, the big theater here. Here's Belmont Street here. Let's get across here. 6 seconds here. How you doing? Yeah. So here we'll cross here. We'll get view of the big theater here, Victory Theater. Tonight. Hey, look at the blue lights there. Yeah, the big theater there. They're working on the sidewalk. Here, we'll head over by the red line, brown line, purple line, train station here, CTA. Helicopters been following me all day. Follow the blue lights. Chicago Bagels. They're the authority of bagels. India, how you doing there? Akan, how you doing there? Thanks for tuning in from India. Appreciate Jessica. How's it going there? Yeah. Bingo. Just left San Diego stream. Yeah, you told. Oh, really? You watched the San Diego stream? Oh, you broke the news to San Diego. Yeah, it was a close match. That San Diego didn't give up without a fight. Here's the Belmont stop on the red line here. Hey, we got some photos. How you doing? So here we'll head. There's Devil Dogs. Belmont Street, Lakeview, Chicago. Yeah, Devil Dogs. Get your Chicago hot dog after a Cubs game. Zimbabwe. Mark, how you doing there? Thanks for tuning in. I like the flag. Zoom Patrol. Yeah, it's the Zoom Patrol. You got it. Valerie, what's going on? Southside. Thanks for tuning in there, Southside. So here's Reckless Records here. There it is, Reckless Records. They got the Exchange. Wow, they tore this down. They tore this down. Can you believe this? This was a block of storefronts. What are they going to do here? I need to look into this. I didn't know that they tore this down. There's parking behind here. That's where the Ann Sather is. There was like an alley where you just went to the parking, but they tore this down on Belmont. I wonder what this is going to be. I'll look into this. I didn't know this was going to happen. So this is Belmont. We're heading eastward on Belmont towards Clark Street, Chicago, Illinois. We were up at Wrigley Field. The Cubs beat the Padres 3-1 tonight at Wrigley Field there. And so I got some footage of people celebrating after the game. I'll post it later. I'm walking home here. I had a long day. We saw the sunrise this morning, so I've been up walking and working and riding bikes and covering games, and now I'm walking home and just want to have some dinner. Thanks for tuning in on my walk home from the game there. We'll head straight down Clark Street. That's what we're going to do. Take me right to my place there. Yeah, go Cubs there, Jimmy, Nelly. Murmansk. How you doing there? Thanks for tuning in there. Like the flag. Luna, what's going on? Yeah, I think hopefully I answered that question. Super Dog, yeah, you go Super Dog. Marty McFly, how you doing? Yeah. He'll run them all over in the morning. I love that movie. And Chris, what's his name? Crispin Glover, what was his name that played him? He was so mad because, like in the second one, they got someone else to play him because he wasn't going to be bothered with to do a sequel. You know, he's too talented. And he's like, the guy that played me so bad, and people think it's me, and they think I'm acting bad, but it's not me. He was the in the Beowulf animation, he was the Grendel. He did an amazing job at that. But here we'll head down. We could go over to Broadway, or we can just head down Clark Street. I think I'm just gonna head down Clark Street because I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I'm gonna get dinner, veg on the couch there. Hey, the Cubs win. I'll take it here. Yeah, we got 7:40 in the p.m. the local time here. Thanks, Guillermo. Taco jalapeno salsa, thanks for being on. How you doing there? Appreciate it. Thanks for being on lunch. I think I forgot to thank you at lunch there. I know you were on at lunch there. Appreciate it. Yeah, we had a good stream at lunch there. We got to see those skeletons. And, hey, here comes the bike taxi. So I guess the Queens of Stone Age is playing at the Chicago Theater probably right now. Or pretty soon. A sold out show tonight. Queens of Stone Age. Let's go to the parking garage above the Marshalls here. This is Clark Street. We're heading towards Halsted. Sterling, Illinois. Thanks, Anna Stone. Ann Stone. How you doing there? Thanks, Taco. Michael Rodriguez. Yeah, we had Michael Rodriguez. We had D. Michael. Thanks, Michael Rodriguez. Appreciate it. Yeah, Grim Evil, how you doing there? You seen any Halloween decorations in Joliet yet? We're just starting to see them barely go up here. People waited till October this year because it's been so warm. It's summertime. Usually it stays warm up until the marathon. And the marathon's not till next weekend. So we have a warm weekend weather forecast ahead of us. Perfect for baseball. We got a nice postseason ahead of us, hopefully. Haven't seen any decorations, Jessica? Yeah, thanks. Well, we'll keep our eyes posted there. There's the 22 bus. Oh, I missed the bus. It's so long. Yeah, we'll cross. This is such a weird intersection. It's like long diamond triangle weird intersection. It's so long. I always avoid this intersection if I can. There's nice. Look at a nice sculpture here. You got the eyeball. Look at the elevator. Yeah, you can, there's 3 levels. I guess it goes up to the parking. The parking's on the top, and there's like basement, commercial, and then there's ground level, and there's the second level. There's Clark Street downtown's that way. Wrigley Field's up that way. Smells like pizza.
Well, by the way, the old house I used to live in.
There, yeah, we'll cross. Let's see if we can cross Halsted here. See, look at all the. There's a lot of. I remember riding a bike through here. There's a lot of bike traffic. You get stuck at these like little corners, like trying to do these weird diagonals and. Hey, Cubs fans. Donald, how's it going there? There, we'll go over Clark Dog. See, always. There we go. There we got the. I got the walk here. There, go to Clark Dog, get your Philly steak. They got a bar too. Yeah, look at that, they're partying. Yeah. Hey, Clark Dog. Beef burgers and Phillies. We'll go to Benny's Beverage Depot. Hey, running to catch the bus there. Yeah, that's why he was running. He saw that bus coming. You got to cross that street before that bus comes. Everybody's catching the 22 here, or just the 36. Hey, Clark Dog. Yeah, 22. Yeah, they made it. Hey, I'm gonna go up to that roof deck there. Yeah, Cubbies win there. Thanks, Terry C. Yeah, this is a bar there. Hey, Nelly, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. Thanks for following along. Yeah, I'm doing most of my live streaming on YouTube now. We do post content on TikTok. See how it goes. I know not everybody's happy with it. There's things that TikTok is easier. There's things that YouTube does better. You take the good with the bad. At least Streamlabs is working better for me. The comments are working better. And so we'll roll with that. At least for now. The resolution, it's just, you know, like no matter what platform, TikTok or YouTube, we lose our connection with the cell phone overloads. Here's Benny Beverage Depot. It's a shopping center for liquor, beer, whatever you need. Yeah, thanks, Nelly. Yeah, we're celebrating a big Cubs win, 3-1 over the Padres. It was a nail biter. Down to the wire. Last out. Changed the whole fate of the game. We're on Clark Street. We're in neighborhoods. This is still Lakeview, north side of Chicago. We'll cross the street here. I like bouncing back and forth here, so I just keep moving here. Constant motion. I'm like a shark. You gotta keep moving. Hey, look, there's Clark Street. We're at Wellington. Beef Wellington. There's Benny's Beverage Depot. Looks like a castle. I want my liquor store to look like an old, low, medieval castle wall. Like the Great Wall of China there. Yeah, Ernie. Thanks for being on there. Yeah, four-sided custom framing. Yeah, so there's four-sided on this side. There's four-sided over there. We're heading south on Clark Street. It is nice knowing there's a locksmith here. We still use keys. With all our modern technology, a good old-fashioned metal key with tumblers still works. No crypto locks, cipher locks, cryptocurrency. Hey, choo-choo Chicago. Hey, Jake's. Go to Jake's Pub, Clark Street. Hey, you see that moon there? You count between the moon and Chicago. You need to make that song. Here's an empty storefront. There's Jake's. Play pool with Jake's. Hey, the mannequins. They come alive. Hey, the corner barbershop, Clark Street, Oakdale. Sounds like some motorcycles are coming. Yeah. Showing off, popping wheelies. Crash rackets. So this used to be the Duke of Perth. Duke of Perth moved over to Broadway. It's Clark Street. Hey, there's the Mount Sinai resale shop. We've gone in there. What's this restaurant? It's called Gundy's Kurdish Kitchen. Kurdish. It's a Kurdish cuisine. The Dashing Dog. So is this the Bunny Reese? Yeah, this is the Cuddle Bunny. This is the Cuddle Bunny. They're open hill. You can cuddle the bunnies there. They got the whole rabbit boarding Bunny Reese here. They got this great mural. And the artist, on my original count, I linked up with her. She has an artist studio out in the desert somewhere out west. Her name's Bunny Reese. I need to look her up because I'm sure I can connect with her again. I wanted to promote, and I did a video of it, and we got some good traction, and she saw it. And I thanked her for her work here. Look at this. This is called Cuddle Bunny, the rabbit place. Yeah, the Windy City, you got it. You want a bunny? Yeah. Well, see, that's why it's so nice, Ernie. You can rent like an hour of time with a rabbit. You can go there and just pet it and sit in a little booth there. And if you own a rabbit, like as a pet, you can use it as a bunny hotel for bunny boarding. You know, like people put their dogs and cats in hotels when they travel sometimes. I went to one of those once. A guy I worked with, an architect, he put his dog in dog hotel, and we went to pick it up on the way back from a site visit, or we did some work coming back from Milwaukee or something. And I've never been inside one of those places. It was amazing. The dogs had like little beds. Some of the dogs were sitting on their little beds. They looked like the Seven Dwarfs. And the other dogs were running around just going nuts, and they couldn't discipline the dogs. They could just spray them with water. So these dogs were being bad. They were just spraying them with water. The dogs were just like licking the water. It was like hilarious. It was all these dogs running around barking. It was just chaos. And it was a dog hotel. Here, gramophone records. Clark Street. Nice vinyl shop. Here, a leather. So, I know a friend of mine said he raves about this place. He said he bought a leather jacket there. He said it was good. You get used leather. It was like a bomber jacket. He wanted to look like Elon Musk. There you go. Rise above. But hey, we saw that Lamborghini, that iridescent Lamborghini at lunchtime. That was nice. I posted that. There's the Century Theater there. Yeah, Armenia, how you doing there? Oh, you talking about that again? Yeah, you're writing a book there. Hey, thanks for the info. Chris. Oh, Chris, what do you think of that game? I was there. You were there too. I mean, you were watching the game. Okay, so Tom, you're a Cubs fan. You know how we're like the most pessimistic in the world. Top of the ninth, 2 men on base that were both hit. Hit the batter there, the pitcher. So they took pitching change. The go-ahead run was at the plate. Hits what looks like a home run ball. A whole crowd gasped. It was silence. It was like a vacuum of oxygen being sucked out of the general area there. And then once the outfielder didn't move, we saw it was a pop fly, and everybody started cheering. And we knew the game was over. So, hey. Yeah, let's get across here. Hey, somebody's lighting off fireworks, it sounds like. They're celebrating. My voice is hoarse. Hey, there's the Foxtrot. That Foxtrot's still not open. Some of the other Foxtrots are open here. There's the five-way intersection of this is the Versi, this is Clark, and then that's Broadway, the five-way intersection here. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for bouncing. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. Some people just like write what they want to talk about. It has nothing to do with what
No,
we're doing here. I don't know. It's just everybody's got their own agenda. What we have here is a failure to communicate, which is the way he wants it. Well, he gets it. Nah, I don't like it one bit. No, Chris, man, that was hey, we get Milwaukee. It was a good close match there. Padres didn't give up. Everybody was raving about the Cubs bullpen and pitching until it started hitting the batters, but yeah, it can happen. So we got to play the games. But hey, I'll post that. I got some good footage of coming out of the game there, everybody cheering in front of the Cubs win in the marquee there. So I'll post that. I recorded it because I lost my stream. Wes. Go ahead, Luke there, yeah. Go ahead, Luke. Go ahead, Brian. How you doing? Yeah, go Cubs there, Dave. How you doing there, Daniel? Cubs, yeah, they're looking good there. See what they do against Milwaukee. Milwaukee. Yeah, this is Chicago. Daniel, this is Chicago. We're in Lincoln Park here, so we're on Clark Street. This used to be a trolley barn a long time ago, and then it was an empty lot when I moved here. They would just like park buses and stuff there. It was like a bus gravel lot. Then they built this like around like 2010 or 2007 or something. And it was a Best Buy, and now it's a Target. It's got parking behind it somehow. But that's a new development. See, they renovated the Coven Hotel. They renovated it. It used to be a single room Oxley men's hotel, and now they probably raised the rent. But then they used that lot behind there, and it's kind of like behind almost the post office there. This is Clark Street. We're almost to Weiner Circle. We're south of Diversity. This is Lincoln Park. I'm heading back after the Cubs game here. We got 7:55 in the p.m. and we're just heading down Clark Street here. They got some Halloween lights going up the pole there. Oh yeah, it's gonna be tough against the Brewers. The Brewers have they're arguably not even arguably considered the best team in the National League, but record-wise. And they just went on a tear the second half. They went on those winning streaks, and yeah, it's gonna be tough. Well, we're playing the best teams now. We're in the real playoffs now. So yeah, it's the Cubs had a good enough record to win like a regular division outright. It's just Milwaukee was so good this year. Oh, I'm going home. I live in Lincoln Park. So most of what I stream is me walking to work and me walking home from work because I work downtown and I live in Lincoln Park. So I go past a lot of the touristy areas that people tune and see, and then people are like, "Look at this jerk! He's not showing the real Chicago." And I admit that, but you know, I rode a bike up from work and we went to Wrigleyville tonight for the aftermath of the game there, and I got some content that I'm going to post, and I'm walking back home. So if I'm walking, I might as well be talking. You know, you come along for the ride here. If you just here, we're going by the Weiner Circle here. You know, I'm sure you've seen like Triumph the Insult Dog and Marshmallow play on the roof, and they sell that marquee now. They used to put like snarky messages, but they gave up on it, and they just sell it as like happy birthday messages and stuff. But we're heading down Clark Street here. This is Wrightwood. Portables, it's gone, baby, gone. The love is gone. Yeah, semi-snarky messages. Some of them were just stupid, but you know, I liked it. It was just like it was like they weren't using it for advertising. They were using it just to troll people driving by. They had a special, right? They were giving away hot dogs or something. There was a big line out there. I missed that. I think I was out of town for work or something. I always miss everything that day. Marshmallow was on the roof. I was out of town. I was at my dad's place for the eclipse. It was like right around there. Hey, people getting a haircut. Yeah, we'll head across here. Well, we'll stay on this side. Hey, looking good. Hey, this is a really good place. Del Sol here. This is Del Sol Korean restaurant here. Korean barbecue. This is great. It smells great here. Korean street barbecue. Del Sol here. You can sit right out here. Sit on the little picnic tables. And yeah, look at that. Hey, Maison Parisienne there. French Cafe. How you doing, sir? Anyway, here's the Epic Snack Shack. Snacks of the world. We've gone in there. Yeah, we'll go by Molly's Cupcakes. There, the brunchery. This is the Francis. What is that? This is Angela's Burrito Style. This is Francis Diner here. On weekends, this is just packed. People wait a long time to eat here. Hey, get your fresh smoothies, uni. Oishi, get your sushi here. Let's see what they got here. Appetizer soup, ramen, poke bowl, fried noodle. Huh. That's what I want. I want the whole sushi platter there. But this is, let's see, what is this place here? So this is Sushi Toro. Sushi Toro, Oishi, this is the ramen place, and that's the tea. And so Toro is the sushi place. You get your nigiri, your real sushi, the rolls, the maki rolls. Okay, good. Hey, here's the pole fitness. You can usually got the curtains drawn. Hey, here's Molly's Cupcakes. Molly's Cupcakes. You can sit on the swings there. Molly's Cupcakes, best cupcakes in the universe. Here, Aloha Poke Bowl. What else we got here? A few other things here. Here's the coffee place, Collectivo. It doesn't stay open late. But they got nice lanterns. Yeah, nice sushi. Yeah, Chicago Pizza there. How you doing there? Just tuning in here. See what else am I missing here? West. Interesting flavor. Rosati's. Yeah, there's a Rosati's pizza. Did we go buy one? That was Paisano's. Rosati's pizza. Where did we go buy a Rosati's? I remember that. Oh, there's a Rosati's down by Maxwell Street, Maxwell and Halsted. There's a Rosati's there. Where else is there a Rosati's? I think they got a few locations. I'm in Lincoln Park here. I'm heading home. We were up in Wrigleyville. We were up at the Cubs-Padres game. And I'm just walking back home. I didn't go inside. I was just walking around the outside. I rode a bike up there. We got up there about the 6th inning. And I just walked around and watched it on the big screen there with the people outside the field there. I got some good footage I'll post of walking down Clark Street with the crowds there. It was too crowded to stream. But I'm just happy the Cubs pulled it out there. It was a nail biter, like Chris said. We all almost had a heart attack. That last, when he popped that thing, it looked like a home run. And it would have been a walk-off home run to win the game. And, you know, it's almost like you saw it coming. Everybody's like, no. And then you see it. And then the relief. And you're in a different reality. And, like, with a split second, it could have went either way. You know, when the ball was in the air there. Imagine the sports books. You know. Hungry, yeah, hungry. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna get some dinner. We'll be back on tomorrow. I'm gonna head back downtown, and we'll just walk to the Loop there. We'll be there at lunchtime. They do food trucks on Fridays. They had the farmers market. I was wrong about that protest. Thanks for Pisa Lisa gave me good information. It was not about police brutality. It was about a woman got shot by someone that was jealous or something, and they're just wanting to bring attention to. No one was brought to justice for it. There was no charges brought against the person, and I don't know if it has to do with weird Second Amendment issues or stand your ground stuff, but it seems like some charge should have came out of it, because, and I think that's what it was about. Her name was Black Mon. So here we're on Clark Street. We're almost down by Fullerton. I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks for tuning in there. We'll see how much of, I don't even know how much I was able to stream on the one when the game was going on, but I'll go look at that and make sure it posts. And I'll post some new content that you haven't seen, both TikTok and YouTube. Thanks for tuning in here. We'll be walking to work tomorrow here on Brian Riley, Chicago. And I got to see what's even, I don't even know what's going on this weekend. The marathon's next weekend. So have a good night. Thanks, Ernie and Chris and everybody else, all the mod squad there, and everybody else. Wes, thanks for being on there. Yeah, regular guy, thanks. Shauna, thanks for being on. Shauna, thanks. Shauna was on a lot. Thanks for the good info during the game with the scores and what was going on. And Shauna, appreciate it, Chris, and everybody else there. Mark Max. Oh, you want me to go in the sports bar? Yeah, I'd love to. T-Bone. Chicago loves you there. Thanks. Yeah. Blood, guts, and pizza. You got it. Shauna there. 6:30, 12 there. Thanks for the times there. Thanks for posting that, Shauna. Shauna, okay. Thanks so much. Nuchu. Thanks for being on there. Winner. Thanks so much. Michael Rodriguez. Yeah, Chris. All right. See everybody, Wes. Have a good night there. Till tomorrow. Okay, Cubs win. 3-1. Bye bye.